It is no secret that November presents a stark choice for American voters and essentially for the world as well. But this month is also a golden opportunity to step away from the past, to remind us of large cycles, such as stepping away from the past. The comet Atlas in the solar system has an 80,000-year orbit of the sun, and the cycle that is finishing now began when Neanderthals roamed the Earth. For the last few weeks, Comet Atlas has gone around the sun and passed the Earth last week. Its period is 80,000 years, so it marks the end of a cycle that began when Neanderthals were walking the Earth. Something to think about, since comets are long known as harbingers of one kind or another, and since November offers us a triple Scorpio, with the sun, the moon, and the rising all in Scorpio. This configuration certainly captures the palpable mood of apprehension existing within the solar milieu. The focus is on the need to heal from fear and a sense of dread. But since the moon is only inches away from a new moon, a conjunction with the sun, the issue of healing involves essentially releasing ourselves from the past and starting to build a better sense of responsibility for future growth. On U.S. Election Day, the 5th of November, the moon is sextile with the sun, putting it responsibly directly upon the people to decide their future. On that day, the moon will have passed both Mercury and Venus, which are both in Sagittarius, asking for more positive personal and national values, for transcending fear, and to begin building a renewed sense of spiritual direction and purpose. That is the real need of society. But given the unconscious tenor of current world leaders, this is not likely to happen. Yet, events of this month can and should inspire more fervent actions designed to achieve real social transformation. If you know your moon and rising signs, please listen to those as well, because higher personal consciousness is the antidote to negative events in the world. Aries. The challenge is to develop a new set of values and ambitions. This also means letting go of outworn social values that you had strived to achieve in the past. The future requires a deep and abiding change in your mindset. Taurus. You have a more conscious connection with your deepest needs, which makes your ambitions increasingly spiritual. You can feel this healing is genuine because of the hard work and effort that you have been able to generate recently. Gemini. The issue means resolving conflict, redirecting awareness toward understanding that healing is necessary if you expect to be able to increase your faith in yourself as someone entrusted with the need to serve humanity. Cancer. If you want more power, more independence, you need to let go of the past, or perhaps the hold it has on you. Stop surrendering your inner sense of self to static social standards, and focus on nurturing your growth. Leo. Your sense of validity grows with your ability to transcend the need for being validated by others. Less ego and more service to others is what is needed. Transcend your insecurity and risk expressing what you are really thinking. Virgo. Avoid succumbing to social standards regarding value and behavior. Elevate and increase your sense of worth and avoid subservience to others. It's natural for you to help others, but is your personal faith in self that matters the most. Libra. Because Venus is in Sagittarius, it's important for you to try acting on the basis of a new and more positive sense of social value and personal worth. This means you have the ability to relate to others in a much more positive way. Scorpio. This is time for self-healing and improving your sense of self-worth. There is the deep need to overcome fear, especially fear of rejection. These challenge your insecurities about relationships and demand simple courage. Sagittarius. This is a call for a new set of values and a new direction regardless of your personal past. The need is for an extension of your consciousness with a focus on the need for healing. This is the way to serve and assist real change. Capricorn. Pluto in Capricorn is back, checking on what's holding up social change. Being in the Virgo decan of Capricorn, Pluto is attempting to revisit the concept of governance to see if there's any possibility there for real change. Aquarius. The focus is on the need for social improvements, but the cynicism of the past is a formidable barrier. Today's issues require a realization that negative expectations about the future undermine our ability to construct it. Pisces. The unreality of the past is facing dissolution within the next few months, and this is what is shaking your confidence. Your consciousness is borderless. All is going on within you, though it seems to be coming from the outside. The position of Virgo at the cusp of the 10th house of socio-political order urges leaders to serve the real-life interests of the people. This means people need enough faith in themselves to hold their leaders to task. The triple Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising underscores the need for healing. This configuration cautions against the lies and falsehoods and refers us to the 8th house to learn what that weakens us is our indecision and mental anguish over the need for change. The cusp of this house in the Aquarian decan of Gemini says, strength returns through transforming our thinking and by so resolving the conflict in our understanding. Concerning current conditions, calls for a revival of courage if we are ever able to actually change our direction. This means facing this need directly with faith in ourselves and courage. This is not just about reviving romantic fantasies of hope. Despite all indications to the contrary, it is about having more faith in our humanity. This faith applied to our lives is about understanding that the past helps us realize our responsibility for creating a better future, one that allows for the possibility for a world transformation. While it appears that the U.S. election is strictly a domestic issue, it is also true that the outcome will have a powerful effect on socio-political reality across the globe. On November 5th, the moon will have already passed both Mercury and Venus, which are found in Sagittarius. Mercury is the need to think about the future, and Venus, those future values, create a sense of validity and confidence. Together, they refer to developing a can-do attitude, displacing the what-if list of negative possibilities. The short story here is that it's time for real change. But if recognizing that we are in the midst of a second Holocaust is not enough for demanding an end to the cruelty that we humans show toward one another, then ridding humanity of those oppressive structures of political authority that have little or no respect for human life will have to wait until suffering is too great to tolerate.